Hey, I'm Ryan Russo, and I run a web design agency that's done about 190K in revenue, and I sell high-ticket custom website design. I'm here on YouTube teaching graphic designers how to add high-ticket custom website design as a service to what they're already doing without knowing any code development or really anything. It's super easy. I'm going to show you in this video. Why am I doing this? Well, I like teaching. I am bullish that I can actually add 5 to 10K a month to your business. One day I plan on making money doing this and I want to meet more people. All right, let's get into it. So this series, obviously this is the first video I'm putting up on YouTube. This one's the overview. Next video is going to be how to actually offer custom websites as a service. The third is going over the pricing models for website design. Spoiler alert, they can get very expensive. Number 4, I'm going to show you the exact software I use, every piece of software I use, hosting, CMS, everything you need to know. Video 5, I'm going to teach you and walk you through how to actually sell to clients. If you're selling a high ticket website, you need to be somewhat good at sales and you need to have some sales assets as well. Video 6, I'm going to teach you how to hire. 7, how to actually deliver the website to the clients. Number 8, I'm going to give you all my contracts and how I do invoicing and manage the finances of the business. Number 9, I'm going to show you the exact process that basically once I start a client signs, we go through onboarding, how I take them through onboarding to design. We do custom design with revisions, just like most design freelancers do. Then we develop the site and transfer the site to their ownership. Number 10, I'm going to show you how to add reoccurring revenue to this business model. There's a few ways. I suggest you do all of them. Tons of opportunity for reoccurring rev plus one-time high-ticket sales is a great business. And then video 11 that I have right now is the sales scripts and assets for that. Now, I probably have a ton more videos to add to this. I know I do. This is just the first 11 I'm putting out there. Now, the only plug I'm going to give you for this video is if this stuff is interesting to you, just subscribe so that when video 2 comes out, you can watch it. All right, let's get into the actual video. I'm going to make this a little bit smaller. All right. How to add 5 to 10K a month doing almost nothing with high ticket web design. Now, I have 2 different avenues here with pros and cons. There's a third one I'm going to talk about in a second. The first one is referring out the website. So let's say you do branding or you do logo design or packaging design, but your clients are asking you for websites. You can always refer this out to a high ticket website designer and they'll give you a percentage. At least they should if they're good. I do this for my business, full transparency. I have a lot of people that recommend me for website design. I do a lot of business through referrals. I pay out a percentage to those referrals that come through. And the added benefit of referring out to somebody who's really good at this is if you get a percentage of what they sell and they sell a $1,000 site, you don't make that much. But if they sell a $10,000 site, you make more. So ideally, you want to refer out to a web design agency that charges high ticket, and also because they're charging high ticket, they should do a really, really good job and your clients will love you for it. If you give them to somebody who is low ticket or new, clients are going to have a bad experience and that comes back on you. So I think that this is the absolute easiest way to add this service and it could make you around 1 to 3K a month. So let's talk about the pros. Pro number 1, you literally do nothing. You send an email, you say, hey, I know you were looking for website design. Here's the guy I use. His name's Ryan. He's great. He does X, Y, and Z. Boom, email sent, deal closes, you get a check. You can make $500 to $3,000 per referral. This is just a rough estimate, but that's normally where my referral fees land at. And there is no risk to your reputation. If you're concerned about not being able to fulfill on the website itself, maybe it's too technical for you, this is the way to go. Just send it to a pro that knows what they're doing. And I guess one more plug for the video, you can always send them to me if you want to. I have super generous program and okay, that's that. Cons of this is simply that you just don't make as much as the other model, which is subcontracting, we're going to talk about in a second. Now, before I get into the subcontracting aspect, I want to talk about the third option you have If you don't refer it out and you don't subcontract it, that means that you have to, by yourself, fulfill the website. Do not do this. This is very bad for your business. There's a lot of reasons, but first off, you're not going to be as much of an expert as the people you subcontract for or the agency or freelancer that you refer to. So you're going to put out less quality websites. You're going to have to charge less for them. You're going to have more headaches. You're going to have more issues. Clients are going to be bothering you about updating things, changing things. Just don't do this unless you already have a ton of experience with website design and you're just going from basically, templated crappy websites and you want to elevate that to custom high ticket websites. That's fine if you have the expertise, but ideally you should subcontract it out. So let's talk about the subcontracting piece. And this is still easy and it should add 5 to 10K a month to your business. If you're already doing work, if you're already doing, brand design, logo design, packaging design, you can easily add custom website design too. Okay, pros, you do almost nothing. Notice I didn't say you do nothing. You do have to do stuff. Anybody who tells you you can make 5 to 10K a month and you do literally nothing is just lying to you. So you do have to work. You do have to understand things. I think it's still very easy. Just to clarify here, there's a difference between something that's easy to understand, easy to implement, easy to learn, versus the amount of time it takes. So just because it's easy doesn't mean that it takes you 10 minutes a day. It might take you more time, but we're talking about an extra, 60K to 120K a year. You should be willing to put in a little bit of time and effort for that money. Quickly to talk about this, just to be specific, when we're subcontracting primarily to two different roles, designer and developer. Now, if you get bigger, you can also subcontract to a project manager. But in your case, I'm guessing you probably just want designer and developer, and maybe you do the design yourself as the graphic designer, totally fine. But you need to subcontract the development. So one thing I want to talk about in this, which I'm going to get very serious here for a second. People talk about a stigma that if you hire designers or developers from other countries, that they do poor quality work. This is absolute garbage, and it's the biggest lie that you've believed. Stop believing this lie. The quality of work from other countries can be extremely high. The work ethic in other countries can be extremely high. The response times can be extremely high. The guarantees that these employees offer you can be extremely lucrative. You can find the best employees from other countries. Okay, done with that. We're going to talk in another video. I think it's like video 6. I'm going to talk about hiring subcontractors, what to look for, where to find them, exactly what questions you need to ask them, how to vet them to make sure that they are good for your business. Not all of them are good. A lot of them suck. And you know that. But I am saying that there are excellent ones out there and I will help you find them. Okay, off my soapbox. Back to the pros. So in this, you get to be client facing. So you get to talk to your clients. You get to service your clients. That's good because you already have a relationship with them. You can sell easier to them than if you refer out. Let's say you refer me to your client. Your client doesn't trust me yet. They only trust me a little bit because you referred me. But that can be balanced out. If you're not good at sales, maybe referring is better because I am good at sales and I'll be able to, close more deals, something like that. So weigh these options, but you will generally be able to sell more because your customers already like you and trust you. They're already working with you on another project. Maybe they know that you're timely. They know you write back to emails. They have your cell phone number, so you can sell better. Adding website design is a low risk ask. They can just say no, but it's a very simple add-on. It's not like we're adding on PPC or social media management or some sort of like AI thing. We're just adding a website, which chances are they need or they want. And it really aligns with the current offering you're probably doing. Last one, you can make 3 to 10K per site. Most of you don't believe this statement that are watching this video. I know when I first started, I didn't believe that a website can be $10,000. Again, let me tell you, this is a self-limiting belief. and you need to get rid of it because there are tons and tons and tons and tons of businesses that will pay these prices. And when you walk through a sales pitch that is very clear and very detailed with what the client is getting, they're not getting, it's not like you're saying, hey, we're going to go find you a template on Envato. We're going to pay $50 for it, and then I'm going to plug in your pictures and text, and I'll give it to you. Please pay me $10K. Of course not. We're not selling templates. Hang on. We're not selling templated websites. We're not selling low quality products. We're selling the best website that they can buy with custom design, rounds of revisions, custom development, responsive development. We're really giving a great product. That's why it's called custom high ticket. And they love it, and the clients love it. Check out my reviews online. All my clients love working with me. So, and last thing I'll say, I know dozens and dozens of web designers that are selling websites for these prices or higher with no issues. So if that's a self-limiting belief of yours, get rid of it. All right, there's a few cons for this. Nobody should ever tell you that you can make 5 to 10K a month doing nothing with no cons. So I'm just being real with you. It's not all rainbows and butterflies. There's work that has to be done here. Okay, cons. You have to learn what you're talking about. If you sell a website, you need to talk the lingo. You need to understand what you're selling. You need to understand what you're doing. Clients are going to put you on the spot and ask you questions you might not know the answers to. You have to learn and invest in this. Thankfully, you just found a YouTube channel that can teach you all of this, and I've done it already for $190,000 worth of clients. The other con is you're 100% responsible for the website. You're 100% responsible for the copy, the images, the timeline, the development, no issues. You should probably do some proper on-page SEO, which I will teach you the basics of in this series. But you're responsible to deliver a good product to your client. You're responsible for the review you get. You don't get to blame anybody else. It's on you. That could be a good thing or a bad thing. If you're bad at work, maybe you want to refer out. If you're good and you do great quality work, take responsibility and get it done. All right, that's video 1. Please subscribe. Join me next video. Hopefully it's tomorrow. How to offer this website. I'm going to go in detail of how you can actually package this and sell it to your clients. All right, talk soon.